Good morning, Orlando.
What's up, Brandon? How's it going?
Good on the other side of Florida. It's sunny and
Mhm.
beautiful here. I know other people are already getting cold in other parts of the states. But you wanted to ask me about Nogi Pro. I was like, you might as well hit me up on the podcast and let's talk about it so everyone else can hear about it. So hit me with your questions. Let's talk about Nogi Pro.
So people already asking me that they want to sign up, and I wanted to know if there's gonna be a different link or that you just sign up, and then we're gonna review the list, make sure they're qualified, and then we approve the registration. Or
We haven't 100% started that yet, but what I was talking about with Chris was having the event and then giving out codes to the champions and going from there. I mean, we could do that, or we could do,
they
otherwise you
email
have to,
us.
huh?
They can email us, and we just need their email, right? And make sure they
Yeah,
they won.
either that or yeah, they could email us either way. So, but we're probably going to kick that off in November. I mean, yes, we want to see who's competing and coming, but we also have to let November also play out as well because they get to all the way up to that event to be able to compete, and so.
So when is the last event they're gonna qualify in? Can they qualify in
I mean,
December in Orlando?
yeah, just and Colorado Springs
Okay,
got both of those events going off that weekend.
December
So this
6th. Yeah, it's
December
exciting.
6th, the last one, yeah. And to repeat it one more time for people who don't know, we're giving out $5,000 per division, 20 grand total to the pro grappling champion divisions from each event, United States and Europe. So whoever's won those divisions can meet each other in the finals. And what we're also doing is it's on the 12th in New Orleans. Our typical New Orleans tournament is at the Hilario Center, and I believe it's pronounced West Wego. And it's still going on Saturday, like the New Orleans Jiu Jitsu tournament. The championships is still on Saturday, but Friday we are collaborating with Fight to Win Pro, and typically Fight to Win Pro has an elevated stage, but we're gonna keep it with our AGF branded stuff, so it's all entirely AGF. It's just that we are good at putting on tournaments, and Fight to Win Pro is better at putting on a production. So we're collaborating with them. A lot of people don't realize the first year that Fight to Win Pro and AGF was going around, we were splitting the cost of some facilities, and they had them at night, and us during the day even had their mat as one of our mats during the day sometimes. So it's not the first time I've actually collaborated with Fight to Win Pro. So it'll be fun to do it again, but it'll allow me a chance to just kick back and commentate because I know most of the people that are kids and adults that are going to be in the different divisions at Gi Nationals on November 15th, and then the Nogi Pro Championships in New Orleans on December 12th. So we're using a collaboration with Fight to Win Pro on both occasions, the Gi Nationals and the pro grappling in November, December. So I'm excited for it. I'll be able to kick back and commentate and watch people and not have to stress about the tournament. You know what I'm saying? So um, yeah, and then we'll crown the people right there. And it's also going to be on Flow Grappling. It'll be live on Flow Grappling. So it'll be a triple collaboration, I guess you can call it. Fight to Win Pro, AGF, and Flow.
Cool. So it's December 12th after the tournament in the morning. We're gonna have it at 9.
We're gonna do it on Friday,
So it's
right?
gonna be the day before the tournament.
Yeah, I should have the date in my phone correctly. I believe December 13th is Saturday and the
Okay.
12th is Friday. Um, I'm using my phone right now for this, but I should have had that 100%.
You're
But
right. Yeah, you're right. The
yeah,
12th is a
December.
Friday. The 13th is Saturday.
Yeah, so we're going to have it in the arena like we've had our pit before and our
Right.
masters before. We'll have it in the arena over there, and it'll just be Nogi Pro, and we'll be able to um, invite people in and be able to watch. We got elevated seating. We might even sell some tickets for table seating around the sides. So we'll see how that goes, but we'll definitely be letting people in on Friday night and invite people. That I've already said that I want the first matches to go at 6 p.m. So 6 p.m. will be the first matches. We're hoping it's only 2-3 hours. We're not trying to draw people out for 4, 5, 6 hours or something like that. Especially a lot of these people might be locals and coaching the next day. You know.
Right.
Um,
Right.
Yeah, and then Saturday's the normal kids, adults, gi and no gi, New Orleans
Tournament.
Jiu-Jitsu tournament. So it'll be a 2-day event for us. Friday with the pro grappling finals, and then Saturday with the New Orleans championships.
Exciting times. So we are gonna be there since Thursday, right? To get everything ready.
No, no.
Just Friday morning.
Yeah, I mean, the first match, I think Fight to Win Pro only takes like 2 hours to set up, like we were talking about.
Okay.
And
All right.
we don't need to set up their stuff on Friday.
Right.
I actually think it'll be normal. We can maybe possibly adjust the setup time so that our AGF crew can watch on Friday. But typically,
Right.
we're going to be in the separate hall,
Right.
and
Right. Right.
setup can be going from 6 to 8 p.m. while Fight to Win Pro is producing our pro show in the other
Tournament.
in the stadium.
Okay.
So technically, it's going to be going off at the same time, and we don't really have to do much on Friday, but our stuff, we do have to have an extra mat and some of our stuff. It's a little bit different with smooth comp and with telling Seth who the next match is and stuff like that, because it's gonna be placed on his screen and streamed and all that kind of stuff. So that'll be a little bit different, but besides that, I'll be able to kick back, relax, and enjoy the show and commentate.
Nice.
You got any other questions about that night, or what people are? I know people are waiting. I guess I'll finalize it with Chris, and then we'll figure out exactly how we're going to do it when we're opening it up. It's already in our Taskus organizer, so it's already ready to be, put up and stuff like that. It's just we were just waiting for more people to qualify, and then we've been super busy with getting grappling in the universities in college. So that's been it's.
In that, yeah, I following that too.
Yeah, you like that list of schools I sent yesterday? Like that's a grip of
Yeah.
people, dude. So super excited about that. That'll be a whole nother, we can keep talking about that, but it's like another wave of refs, another wave of events, another uh whole thing that's gonna be like a secondary AGF almost, with helping out the national college uh grappling going forward. So more excited about
Yes.
that in terms of an update, but also, Chris and I talked about going forward in Brazil. So we're trying to go to Brazil in 2026. We just had to change our strategy. Remember, before I was doing all the paperwork and went got my stuff done for the LLC to be apostilled over there, and then which is like recognized from Brazil and the Brazilian consulate and all that kind of good stuff. And then they had elections just like us, and they had crazy politics just like us. And so they actually changed it in Brazil on how you can do business, but also like the visas. Like an American needs a visa to go there now, and not just a passport. Yeah, I think it started in April, something like that. But anyways, they changed the format in which I have to do business there, so I had to start all over again. Plus, it was like, hey, let's get a few other things going. We're helping Team USA right now. You got the adults over in Serbia competing for Team USA. We were focused on some of that stuff. The kids leave in like 2 weeks for Greece,
Two
and they're
weeks.
gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll be in Greece. Then we have the collaboration with Fight to Win Pro with Gi Nationals and with Pro Grappling and NCGA. There's just a lot going on right now, and so uh, it was just had to not force that door open, obviously, and got the news about how business changed with Brazil. So we put Brazil on the back burner, but it's never lost sight, and we're excited to go. I hope to go there and do 8 to 10 cities twice a year. A lot of people are asking what we're doing, but we're talking Goiânia and Minister Reis and Manaus, Rio, Sao Paulo, Curitiba, Brasilia, like all over. We want to go. So
That's it.
yeah, and we're excited for that, and I'm excited to go to Brazil. I've been there before. Love the culture. As you know, I do jiu-jitsu and I skateboard. I have a bunch of jiu-jitsu and skateboard icons that I want to see there, and be able to train, surf, all kinds of fun stuff, and eat. But also show them what the American jiu-jitsu style of tournaments is, and what we're about, and to pay homage to them showing us the way, like it's
Right.
not
Right.
there's no arrogance in it for me at all. I mean, I've trained with a bunch of Brazilians. Some of my best friends are Brazilians. And It's just exciting. It's just another country that's instead of like typically when I go to Europe, they are affected by us and they are affected by Brazil. So it's cool to go to Brazil where, we were affected by, and the culture stems from
Makes
there.
sense.
So yeah, it's just like everyone wants to kind of go to Japan, that's a martial artist. I think a
Yeah,
lot of people that do jujitsu, I think, you should go visit Brazil. I enjoyed
100%.
training there and a lot of people don't speak English in certain areas, and so you can run
Yeah.
into a mat room where jiu-jitsu is the language though. You know what I'm saying? And we all get it.
Yeah.
That's what we're there for. So um it'll be fun to show them our Dolomer mats. They don't have those type of mats in Brazil. They're typically like the puzzle or like the Fuji style tiles, the 6x3 or whatever. So it'll be interesting to go there with our style metals, our style podium and format and rules for kids. Uh, gi and no gi and just our approach to it. So high elevation and all that kind of good stuff, pushing a little bit more of the top game instead of rewarding the guard game as much and evening the game out. So it'll be interesting to see how they take it. But yeah, man, that's what's going on, you know?
Exciting times for AGF.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. It's not shaky, but it's nervous, it's fun, it's
No.
exciting. I guess exciting is the term, because we don't have the full vision of how college grappling is going to turn out. We hope it's ESPN. We hope it's just as big as wrestling. You know what I mean? Like we hope it's like that. We're pushing for it. I'm super excited for kids to be granted scholarships to go to college.
That's
Right?
it.
Yeah,
Hey, the
we're
goal is
tired.
there. Now we got to work on the path, right? The
It's
goal is there. The vision is there.
Yeah, I mean, it has been working with them for a couple of years now. A lot of people don't realize that, and I'm a guy who doesn't, obviously, I don't like to bitch about things. I like to try to fix them and be about it instead of bitching about it, And so it's like we all got to raise our kids through jujitsu. You know me, I know you. Our kids have even trained together. Like it sucks raising your
Yeah.
daughter in jujitsu and then being like, all right, you got to go wrestle because there's nothing for jiu-jitsu in college, and
Yeah,
your
yeah,
daughter
yeah.
can use that to go be whatever she wants. She doesn't have to be a gym owner. She doesn't have to do jiu-jitsu for life. She can use jiu-jitsu in her youth, just like wrestling, to go to college and go be a veterinarian or something, go to get a
Right, right.
business degree, So like that's the opportunities that we want is we want the same opportunities as other sports in the college and for our kids. So I'm super excited for that. I know there's already a couple out there that are offering scholarships. And so it's going to be dope when, you see all these big ones, Ohio, UCLA, USC, Florida, Notre Dame, like these are not
Yeah, yeah.
Boston, West Point, like you're talking our military academies are all involved, all that stuff. These people are not going to be having slouches represent them. It's going to be the exact same
No.
way. It's going to be the exact same way they do in their other sports, and so it's gonna up
100%.
the level, but then it's also gonna afford scholarships. It's already coming. So I'm excited for 2026. This year's like a stick figure skeleton crew of a production and game for college, but then next year it's going to go off. I bet you 2027 is insane, but 2026 will still be dope.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
alrighty, Migo, well, I'm going to let you go. I know both of us got to go do stuff right now. I promised you 5 minutes. It's been 13.
All good. Thank you, man. Have a good day. We'll talk soon.
Much love. I'll see you at Gi Nationals. We're going to commentate that together.
Yes, I'll be there.
November 14th,
For
15th in Kansas City, Missouri.
yes.
Peace.
Peace.